Good afternoon, Year 10. I hope you're all very well and bearing up in this lockdown period. I hope you're enjoying the good weather in your garden, and more especially, I hope that your families and friends are all very well. So, today you're focusing on giving directions again, and you remember that I sent you a little video from YouTube recently about directions, and you copied some down. So I'm kind of going to revise that today with a bit of repetition and do a bit of listening with you and look at the verb estar. So, donde está is your title for today. So, if you copy that out into your exercise book, donde está. And as you're copying that, I'll just remind you that that just means where is it? And you'll remember as well that es means it is, and está means it is. So we have two verbs meaning to be. Ser we use for descriptions of people. For example, es alta, she is tall. But el libro está en la mesa, the book is on the table. Okay, so, ¿dónde está? Where is it? Some of the directions then that you will give when you are asked where something is would include the following. Sigue todo recto, go straight on. Dobla a la derecha, turn right. Dobla a la izquierda, turn left. Cruza la plaza, cross the square. Toma la segunda calle a la derecha, take the second street on the right. Toma la segunda calle a la izquierda, take the second street on the left. Está al final de la calle, it is at the end of the street. Está a la derecha, it is on the right. Está a la izquierda, it is on the left. And está aquí, it is here. So taking a wee look at each of these again, just carefully. The verbs, first of all, that you find. The first one, sigue, from the verb seguir means continue or follow. It's actually a funny concoction of verbs there that means the same thing, but sigue to follow or continue. So follow straight on, in other words. Recto, straight. Dobla is to turn. Doblar is to turn around a corner, for example, doblar. Cruza, from cruzar, to cross. And the word cruz in Spanish, like Penelope Cruz, her name is actually in English then, Penelope Cross, like a religious cross as well. Tomar, to take. You notice there as well, we would say on the right in Spanish. In Spanish, they say at the right, a la derecha. These ones here, of course, the three of them take estar. Está al final, it is at the end. Está a la derecha, it is at the right, it is on the right. Or está a la izquierda. And the very last one, está aquí. Aquí, as you know, means here. Okay, so you're going to do a bit of listening. The listening is actually from activity 2, not activity 1. If maybe before I do that, I could advise you again to rewind and maybe listen and pronounce again those phrases and learn them by heart. Especially that word there, izquierda. I don't know about you, but when I first saw that way back in the day, I thought that was the weirdest word I ever saw because it's complex looking, isn't it? Anyway, we shall move on. This is our listening. So the listening has these two phrases in it repeated quite a lot. ¿Dónde está? Where is? Or ¿dónde están? Where are? So let's do these listenings. If you would write now 1 to 10 in your margin. Number 1, and the example is there. ¿Dónde está el cine IMAX? A ver, sigue todo recto. So I really should give you this full picture if I can. It's difficult to do so, but there you go. I'm going to have to do it like that. So you can see both. ¿Dónde están las Ramblas, por favor? Las Ramblas están aquí. Número 3. ¿Dónde está la playa de la Barceloneta? Bueno, cruza la plaza y está al final de la calle. Número 4. Perdón, ¿dónde está la plaza de Cataluña? Toma la segunda calle a la izquierda. Número 5. Por favor, ¿dónde está el monumento a Colón? A ver, sigue todo recto y está a la derecha. Número 6. Dígame, ¿dónde está el Camp Nou? Mira, toma la segunda calle a la derecha y está al final de la calle. Sometimes you have two directions, just remember that, girls. So, and you can translate those into English. Number 7. ¿Dónde está la Vía Olímpica, por favor? A ver, sigue todo recto y está a la derecha. Número 8. ¿Dónde está el Museo Picasso? El Museo Picasso. A ver, dobla a la izquierda. Por favor, ¿dónde se va al acuario? Bueno, a ver, toma la segunda calle a la derecha y luego sigue todo recto. Y finalmente, número 10, disculpe, ¿por dónde se va a la Torre Akbar? Por favor, dobla a la izquierda, dobla a la derecha, dobla a la derecha y está a la izquierda. That's the end of the listening. So if you'd like to listen back to that, girls, before checking the answers, I'm now going to put the answers up. So if you want to listen one more time, just rewind. Now, girls, these are your answers to that listening. So you've got the wee text here beside them. Apologies for that. So 1, E straight on. 2, J here. 3, I cross the square at the end of the street. 4, H, the second street on the left. 5, A straight on the right. 6, B, second street on the right, straight on. 7, G, straight on the right. 8, C, turn left. 9, D, second street on the right, straight on. And 10, F, turn right on the left. Great. There were a couple of wee phrases, girls, from the actual text itself that we've just read that we should maybe take a wee look at just for the language. So, ¿dónde está, you already know, means where is. A ver means let's see. The next one's okay, por favor is please. Bueno means well, as you know, like we say a lot in our local English, well. Perdón, of course, means sorry or excuse me. The next one there we have a ver again, so let's see, just when somebody's gathering their thoughts. Dígame, tell me, okay? The next one there means mira means look, okay? A ver we've got again, and any other extraneous vocabulary, por favor again, bueno, well, a ver, let's see. And disculpe, girls, is apologies or excuse me, okay, excuse me. So we're going to look then, girls, at this verb estar. So I need you to take a wee note of this. I would ask you to pause this because I'm wibbling about here, as you can see. It's hard if you don't pause it. And copy this out, please. And then once you've done that, I'll just talk you through that. So now that you've copied that out, girls, you've got estar, obviously, to be. And if you think of the noun that comes from that verb, girls, estado means state, like the United States. Estados Unidos. So a state or a status is where you are at the current moment. So I am currently, girls, in my kitchen here. So estoy en la cocina. It's also to do with my current state of mind. So estoy contento, I am happy. Okay. Estoy pensando as well, I am thinking. Okay, so it's about your current status and what you're doing, etc. Okay, and You've got the 6 parts of the verb, girls, there in the present tense, as you can see. It's an irregular verb. It's an AR verb, as you know. So ordinarily that would be o, asa, amos, san. But if you look at it, the first one is estoy, so it doesn't have that o. And the next one has an accent on it. And you know that normally verbs in the present tense ought not to have accents on them. So it's irregular. So, estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, están. And we've got a couple of examples then of ser and estar. Barcelona es bonita. Barcelona is nice, but ¿dónde está el Museo Picasso? Where is the Picasso Museum? Estoy bien. I am well. So there's your current status, yeah? Or the location. ¿Dónde está? Okay, a wee bit more listening then, girls, just to get us practicing here. So number 3 then, at the top of that page. Estudia los diálogos y mira el mapa de Barcelona. ¿Dónde van? So there's your wee mapa, okay? And you start there in that wee space, estás aquí, okay? Just here, yeah? And then you work around the map from that point. So always start there, every single time. Now, there's 6 of these. So, again, you might want to rewind at a certain point, girls, if you don't catch what I have said. Okay, so number 1. ¿Dónde está el beep, por favor? And by the way, the beep is just where is the thing. Está. Excuse me, I have to just go back. ¿Dónde está beep, por favor? A ver, es muy fácil. Sigue todo recto, cruza la plaza y está al final de la calle. So we'll do that one together. Sigue todo recto. So go straight ahead. Cruza la plaza. There's the square there, yeah. Cross it. Y está al final de la calle. And it's at the end of the street. And that's the Torre Akbar. Okay? So that's the first one done for you. By the way, if you just look at those pictures again, girls, that's the pictures you're working from, okay? Just in case there's a bit of confusion. That's what those wee pictures represent, okay? So the second one, número 2. Perdón. ¿Dónde está Bip? Pues sigue todo recto, toma la primera calle a la derecha y está al final de la calle. Número 3. ¿Dónde está Bip? Por favor. Bueno, sigue todo recto, dobla a la izquierda y luego toma la primera calle a la izquierda otra vez y sigue todo recto. Está al final de la calle. Repeat if you need to, girls, okay? Number 4. Perdón, señor. ¿Dónde está Bip? A ver, sigue todo recto, dobla a la izquierda, luego toma la segunda calle a la derecha y está al final de la calle. Number 5. Perdón, señor. ¿Dónde está Bip? Mira, sigue todo recto, toma la segunda calle a la derecha y luego toma la primera calle a la derecha. Está al final de la calle. Y finalmente 6. Perdón, señor, ¿dónde está Bip? Mira, sigue todo recto, toma la segunda calle a la derecha y luego toma la segunda calle a la derecha y está al final de la calle. Okay? So, if you want to listen back to that, girls, please do. Your answers are as follows. 1G, 2B, 3J, 4H, 5C, 6E. I would ask you, girls, then to copy that little text there, the black spot there, the little black bullet point, and the square bullet point in green, as just an example of what you've just heard. Just that one example, okay? You might want to practice the conversations with your parent or your wee brother or your wee sister, and that might help, okay? There's your wee fillers, girls, we talked about earlier. A ver, let's see, bueno, well, and pues, well, or then, okay? We're going to do this song now. Don't worry, I'm not going to sing the song and you're not going to hear it. I'm just going to read it out. I want you to fill in the gaps, okay? So that's 1 to 6, girls, okay? In your margin. And I'll just read it out in full. Barcelona te quiero, todo aquí es bueno. Barcelona, te quiero, todo aquí es bueno. ¿Dónde está el Museo Picasso? A ver, sigue todo recto. El cine IMAX, por favor. Al final de la calle, señor. Barcelona, te quiero, todo aquí es bueno. Barcelona, te quiero, todo aquí es bueno. ¿Dónde está la Sagrada Familia? A la izquierda y cruza la plaza. La playa de la Barceloneta está aquí. Y mira, hay una fiesta. ¿Te gusta la Villa Olímpica? Es bonita, pero también turística. El Camp Nou está por aquí. La casa del Barça? Ah, sí, sí, sí. There's your answers. Okay, so you've got 1, a ver. 2, por favor. 3, está. 4, mira. También is number 5. And finally, the last one, 6, is a, sí, sí, sí. Remember, sí, when it means yes, has an accent on it. Okay. So, girls, I want you to do a bit of work then from the back of the book. I think you've done this before, but I want you, just in case you haven't done it, just make sure you complete this task here, which is activity 2 for homework. Okay? Now, the next thing then, girls, is this little task here. This is describing going on a holiday to Barcelona. So, soy turista en Barcelona, describing a holiday. And what you've got here then in the green box are verbs that you would have used recently. You'll remember that we had done the 3 tenses. Present, obviously, in first year. We did future in second year. So, for example, we did voy al instituto, I go to school. Or como un bocadillo, I eat a sandwich. And then in year 9, we learnt voy a ir. We learnt that we use the verb I am going, so the verb ir plus a plus an infinitive. The 3 infinitives you've got there, of course, are ir, tomar, and comer. So voy a ir, I am going to go. Voy a tomar, I am going to take. Voy a comer, I am going to eat. Finally, girls, then, in year 10, you've learnt your preterite. And if you remember, your preterite endings were for AR verbs, aste, o, amos, astes, aron. And there, for example, you've got tome, so I took, okay? Or for your ER and IR verbs, you had iste, yo, imos, istes, yeron. And if you look at the last one there, comí is the first person of one of those ER or IR verbs. So comí, I ate. Fui was a wee irregular verb, if you remember, girls. It didn't follow the rules. It was a wee bit banjaxed. It didn't want to follow the rules. So, but it was fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, fuistes, fueron. And you've got notes of that in your grammar book. Now, you're going to listen and you're going to write down the letters in the correct column of the table. Okay? So, if, for example, the phrase that I read out is a past tense one, you write the letter A in the past tense column, pasado. If it would have been in the present, it would have been in that middle column, and if it was future, of course, in the futuro column. Okay, so here we go. Number 1. Ayer por la tarde fui a un restaurante. So you can see that's fui, so that's a past tense one. B. Anteayer fui a la playa de la Barceloneta. So present, past, or future, decide. Mañana, letter C. Mañana por la tarde voy a ir al Tibidabo. Present, past, or future, you decide. Put that letter C in the correct column. D. Descansé un poco, tomé el sol y jugué al voleibol. E. Voy a comprar unas camisetas y unos vaqueros. F. Lo pasé fenomenal. G. Hoy voy al acuario y después al cine IMAX. H. Estoy en Barcelona y es genial. I. Pasado mañana voy a ir de compras. J. Comí paella y bebí limonada. So listen back to that if you have to, girls, and just check your tenses, okay? These are your answers here in the little box, okay? There's your column now, okay? Now, tonight's homework, girls, the first one you're going to have to pause. The audio script you've just heard me saying out loud, I want you to translate the 10 sentences there into good English. That's the first part of your homework, okay? The second part of the homework then, girls, is to read this letter, okay? And it's about travel to Barcelona. And Inigo writes it in the wrong order. Sorry, you should say Jose writes it in the wrong order to Inigo. And I would like you to just put that into the correct order, either just by writing the letters, okay? Or if you want to write the whole thing out, you can do that. So that's tonight's work. And the last thing I'd ask you to do today is this, the little box underneath in kind of rainbow coloured format here below. I would like you to copy that out in full into your grammar book and learn those by heart. Okay, so that's your work for today, girls. Thank you for your attention. I hope this works better than the last video. Thank you.